Who'll-do, Tiddlypeeps? I'm Hubba Hubba, talking to you from Hoobland. And I'm about to send 4 of my favourite Hoobs down to Earth to find out all about you for my great Hoobopedia. Here they come! You know who the Hoobs are?
Ivor!
Groove!
And Tula!
We're Hoobs! And they're ready to go. Now the wheels are turning, we can all get learning all the things we want to know.
Hey!
Hubba Hubba's in Hoobland and Romer's somewhere far away. The motorettes are singing,
We keep the engine spinning.
Hoop hoop hooray! The Hoobopede is coming your way.
Way!
The Hoobs are here, so what do you say? Hoobs!
Hooble-doop, Tula.
Hooble-doop, Ivor.
Do you know, I'm in the mood to think up a hooble-dooble-dooper question for today's Hoob News.
And I'm just in the mood for picking hoob nips, so I'm going straight up onto the hoobie roof garden.
Right, I think I'll go and check the engine, see if the motorettes are all right. Wake up, Groove!
Groove, is there anybody there under that twizzle tuft? Oh, I'll find out. Groove!
What? Oh, Hooble-doop, Tula.
Hooble-doop, Groove?
And whoop, whoop, whoop. Oh, Tula, I really didn't want to get out of my hoobie pod today. It's so soft and squidgy.
Oh, I'm sorry, Groove, but we need to think up a question for today's Hoob News.
You know, I'm going to find out all about soft and squidgy things. Then I can start a soft and squidgy collection. How hoobie groovy is that?
Lovely juicy hoob nips for making delicious hoob nip tart.
Step back. Right, little motorettes, I'm going to give you a clean-up with the Hoobie Engine Duster. Come on, come on. Hooble-doop, Groove. Hooble-doop, Groove!
Hooble-doop, Ivor.
Have you thought of a question for today's Hoob News?
Sorry?
Have you thought of a question for today's Hoob News?
No, sorry, I haven't. I'm busy finding out about soft and squidgy things on HoobNet.
Oh, well, be quick, Groove, be quick. Tula.
Oh, Hooble-doop, Groove. It's a lovely day here in Hoobland. How are you getting on the Peep planet?
Ah, hoobie groovy, Hubba Hubba. Listen, I was wondering, could you look on HoobNet and see if you can send me anything soft and squidgy? I'm starting a collection of soft and squidgy things.
Oh, are you? Oh, right. Let me see. Soft and squidgy. Yeah. Soft and squidgy. Ah! Now I found some soft and squidgy stuff that Tiddlypeeps play with.
Oh, yeah.
Look.
Oh, Hubba Hubba, that's hoobie groovy. Yeah! I'll print that out.
I'll send you some right away, Groove. And I'll be back just as soon as you've thought up a question for Hoob News.
Thank you, Hubba Hubba. Ivor, Tula, I've got a picture of Hoob Nips.
By the time we've answered our question for the day, this hoob nip tart will be ready.
Can I have a nibble now, Tula?
No, Groove. Now is not the time for nibbling. Now is the time for finding out how many Hoob Nips I'll need for my Hoob Nip tart.
Oh.
Tiddlypeeps love finding things out, don't they?
Yeah, they do. I wonder, how did Tiddlypeeps find things out?
Hubba, hubba, hubba. Oh, Groove. Hubba, hubba. I think you've hit on the question. Here's Hubba Hubba.
How do Tiddlypeeps find things out? Oh, that's a fantabby Hooby question for today's Hoob News.
It is?
Yes, Ivor. And I can put everything you discover into my great Hoobopedia so Hoobs everywhere can find out.
So, where do we start?
Right. Let me have a little look on HoobNet to see if I can find anything about Tiddlypeeps that will start you off. Ah, here we go. Take a look at this.
Oh, what's going on here? Ah, she looks as if she's finding out something. Oh, well, that looks like fun. Yeah, they seem to be playing. Oh, they seem to be playing too.
Playing. Tiddlypeeps do an awful lot of playing.
Ah, speaking of playing, that'll be my delivery of soft and squidgy play stuff I ordered from HoobNet.
Do you suppose Tiddlypeeps find things out by playing?
Well, I guess they do, Ivor.
Yay! It's here!
We Hoobs do a lot of playing, but I've never really thought about how much we find out from it.
Well, what we need is something to play with. Then we can see.
And I, Groove, have the answer.
Oh, can I have a go? Oh, please let me have a go.
No, just you wait. This is for my collection of soft and squidgy things. It's mine, so I get first go.
Come along. You must let me have a go because I know.
What a noise! Calm down!
Well, we've already found out that you can play a Hooby chase game with Groove's soft and squidgy stuff.
Yeah, and you can play a banging game by whacking it with a Hooby sandwich hammer until it's nice and flat.
Yes. All right, Groove. Well, I'm going back to play with my tart. Maybe I'll find out how many Hoob Nips I need.
I wonder if Tiddlypeeps have any other ways of finding things out.
If you want to know how the Tiddlypeeps find things out, then I suggest that you go and find some Tiddlypeeps to ask.
The motorettes are all ready to make the Hoobmobile go.
Well then, what are you waiting for?
I'll drive.
And I'll work out how many Hoob Nips we need while we drive along.
Hoob Nips.
Groove?
Groove, are you coming?
Yes.
Come on, Groove.
Coming.
Pop your seatbelt on.
Oh, yeah.
We're off to see the Tiddlypeeps!
We're off to see the Tiddlypeeps. On the road we go. We're off to see the Tiddlypeeps. They're smart. They're fun.
They know.
The Tiddlypeeps, if we need to know who, what, where, why, when, and how, we'll ask them, off we go. Yee-hoo! We're off to see the Tiddlypeeps, on the road we go. We're off to see the Tiddlypeeps, they're smart, they're fun, they know.
Hooble-doop, Tiddlypeeps!
Hoobledoop, Ivor!
Want to do a Hooby hello?
Yes!
Hooble-doop! Hooble-doop! Whoop, whoop, whoop! Hooby-galooby! You're playing with soft, squidgy stuff. Can you see this, Groove?
Yeah.
No. We Hoobs need to know something.
Well, what do you need to know, Ivor?
Well, we're trying to find out how Tiddlypeeps find things out.
But why?
Why? Well, Max, because we spend all our time finding things out.
But where?
All over the universe. Do you know, we were on the Dozo planet finding out all about the Dozos and the Diddly-Dozos.
But When?
Just before we came to your Peep planet to find out about Peeps and Tiddlypeeps. Do you know, other Hoobs, they're on other planets. And we all travel around in Hoobmobiles. They take us wherever we want to go.
How?
How? Well, they run on music. In the engine, there are lots of musical instruments and 3 little motorettes who play the instruments and sing. And that's how we can get to visit you, so that you can help us find out about things, so that we can send our answers back to...
Who?
Hubba Hubba in Hoobland. Hoobie galooby, you Tiddlypeeps do ask a lot of questions, don't you? Could you answer mine now? How do Tiddlypeeps find things out?
By asking lots of questions.
Oh, just like Hoobs. No wonder Hoobs and Tiddlypeeps get on so well together.
Oh, yes, Ivor. Tiddlypeeps love Hoobs. Mwah.
Oh, that's lovely.
And Hoobs love Tiddlypeeps. Hooble toodle doo.
Hooble toodle doo.
6 hoobnips.
Ah, that's loads. Can I have one too?
No, not yet, Groove.
Oh.
Do you believe it? Tiddlypeeps find out about things the same way that we do.
Yeah.
By asking questions like, why? Who would have thought Tiddlypeeps ask as many questions as Hoobs do?
Yeah.
I have a question. Would a splash of Hoobo Fizz taste good in my tart?
Well, no time to answer that now, Tula. Here comes Roma.
Hooble-doop Hoobs! Now, I've been with these fantabby Hoobie Tiddlypeeps all day, and they've given me this fizzy drink, which looks a bit like Hoobo Fizz.
Hoobo Fizz? Roma, does it give you the Hoobie Hicks like Hoobo Fizz does?
I don't know, Groove. I'm going to test it to see.
Yeah.
No Hoobie Hicks Hoobs.
But Roma, what we want to know is, do the Tiddlypeeps test things out?
The Tiddlypeeps never stop testing. Give them water and they splash it and pour it. Give them paint and they mix it together to see what colour they get.
Any Hoobie Hicks yet, Roma?
No, still no Hoobie Hicks. So, my test shows that Tiddlypeep fizzy drink does not give me Hoobie Hicks like Hoobo Fizz does. Just a minute, it does! Oh, it does! Oh, this is Roma Hoob, reporting for Hoob News, with the news that Tiddlypeep fizzy drink does give me Hoobie Hicks. Oh, Hooble Toodle, do,
So, Tiddlypeeps test things out.
Yeah.
Just like Hoobs.
Well, we'd better test something out, just to make sure.
Oh, let's test the Hoobnip tart out to see if it's really yummy.
No, Groove, not yet. I'm still wondering whether a splash of Hoobo Fizz would be good.
No, it's just a suggestion.
I've just had a hoobacious idea.
Oh, yeah?
Maybe you should test your soft and squidgy stuff to see if you can make something out of it.
Yeah, yeah. What should I make?
Well, it's blue, so it will have to be something blue.
What do we know that's blue? Hubba, 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 hubba.
Yeah, I'll see if I can make a hubba hubba out of my soft and squidgy stuff.
Oh, Groove, you could put me into your collection of soft and squidgy things.
Oh, hubba hubba.
Now, while you do that, let me show you this story that a Tiddlypeep sent to Hoobnet.
Boffin the Big Book sat on a dusty shelf in old Mr. and Mrs. Grumble's house. He was very sad.
Here I am, full of interesting facts and beautiful pictures. And does anyone ever open me and look things up? No.
Old Mr. Grumble was always too busy sorting out his stamps to be interested in anything else. But old Mrs. Grumble was forever asking questions like,
What does an armadillo have for breakfast?
or
Why does my big toe have a knobbly bit on it?
old Mr. Grumble would reply grumpily,
Don't ask me, I don't know.
but Boffin the Big Book would jump up and down on his shelf.
Ask me. I know. I'm Boffin the Big Book, and I know everything.
But nobody heard him. Now one day, Sammy Smart came to have tea with old Mr. and Mrs. Grumble. Halfway through a jam donut, old Mrs. Grumble piped up,
What's the hairiest thing in the world? Don't ask me. I don't know,
said old Mr. Grumble.
Do you know, Sammy?
No, but I know a man who does. Sammy took Boffin the Big Book down. You can find everything out by looking it up in here, said Sammy. It's an encyclopedia.
Did you hear that?
Said old Mrs. Grumble.
We can look up anything we need to know. Then I'm going to look up all about stamps,
said old Mr. Grumble. And from that day on, old Mr. and Mrs. Grumble never stopped looking things up. And Boffin the Big Book had a big smile all over his cover.
So, Tiddlypeeps find out about things from books.
And I found out something by looking it up in my Hoobie cookbook. A splash of Hoobo Fizz is perfect in a Hoobnip tart, so I tested it out.
And I've tested my soft and squidgy stuff. Ta-da! Hubba hubba.
Oh, well done, Groove.
Thank you. Well, I'm going to put it in the Hoobie studio, ready for Hoob News.
Tiddlypeeps are hoobly groobly at finding things out, aren't they? Do you know something, Ivor? When the Tiddlypeeps are around you, you can never feel lonely, can you? I think that the Peep planet is the best planet we have ever visited.
We've travelled all the way from Hoobland. We could be feeling low, because we roam so far from home. It's a long, long way for a Hoob to have to go.
We've been on planets where the dozy-do sleeps, where the Wurzelworm
And
wriggles.
the crying cow weeps,
But we've never found friends like the Tiddlypeeps.
they're smart.
They're fun.
They know.
Tiddlypeeps and Hoobs are finder-outers, searching for the answers in the world about us.
If you play with things, you can start to explore.
Then ask a question and you'll find out more.
But here's how hoobacious the Tiddlypeeps are.
When they don't know the answer, they look it up in an encyclopedia.
You've been on planets where the dozy-do sleeps, the Wurzelworm wriggles and the crying cow weeps.
But we've never found friends like the Tiddlypeeps. They're smart.
They're smart.
They're fun.
They're fun.
They know. They're smart.
They're smart.
They're fun.
They're fun.
They know.
Do you know what? That encyclopedia is a bit like the Hoobopedia, isn't it, Hubba Hubba?
You're right, Groove. My great Hoobopedia is like an encyclopedia, but it's on HoobNet, and you look things up in it by using a Hoobie computer.
I wonder if Tiddlypeeps ever find things out by looking them up on their computers.
Well, there's only one way to find out, Hoobs.
Yes, go and find some more Tiddlypeeps.
We're off to see the Tiddlypeeps. On the road we go. We're off to see the Tiddlypeeps. They're smart. They're fun.
They know.
The Tiddlypeeps, the Tiddlypeeps. If we need to know who, what, where, why, when, and how, we'll ask them. Off we go. Yee-hoo! We're off to see the Tiddlypeeps. On the road we go. We're off to see the Tiddlypeeps. They're smart. They're fun. They know.
Hoobledoop Tiddlypeep.
Hoobledoop, Groove.
Now, I wonder if you can help. We're trying to find out how Tiddlypeeps find things out. And so far, we think that you do all the things that Hoobs do. But there's just one thing. Do you ever look things up on your computers?
Yes, Groove. Follow me.
Oh, Hoobie Groovy. What's your name?
My name's Emma.
Emma? And what are you doing now?
I'm looking something up.
Ivor, Tula, did you hear that? This Tiddlypeep is looking something up on the computer. What are you trying to find out?
I'm trying to find out about Hoobs.
You're trying to find out all about Hoobs? Because we're trying to find out all about Tiddlypeeps. How hooby groovy is that?
Very hooby groovy.
Oh, thank you so much for your help, Emma. I've got to get back to the Hoobmobile, so hooble toodle do.
Hooble toodle do.
Tula, Tiddlypeeps are the best.
Oh, yes, they're smart.
They're fun.
They know.
Come on, you two. Time for Hoob News.
Yeah.
Oh, a tootle, timp and twang.
I blow,
I strum.
I bang.
Just watch us soon round the engine room with a clitter and a clatter and a clang.
I blow, that's what I do. Tiddle-iddle-iddle-doo. I bang on a drum,
I strum.
so the hooves can visit you.
When Tula, Groove or Ivor,
Whoever is the driver
turns the key with a 1, 2, 3, and the engine comes alive. Oh, we make the engine go. I strum.
I bang, I blow.
So Ivor, Groove and Tula too can find what they need to know. So Ivor, Groove and Tula too can find what they need to know.
Well, Hoobs, are you ready to give me your answers for my great Hoobopedia?
We're ready, Hubba Hubba.
Well, take it away.
Hooble-doop whoop to all you Hoobs out there. Welcome to Hoob News, the news show for Hoobs everywhere. I'm Ivor.
I'm Tula.
And I'm Groove.
And today we've been asking the question,
How do Tiddlypeeps find things out?
Hubba Hubba found us all sorts of pictures on HoobNet of Tiddlypeeps playing.
So we played with my new soft and squidgy stuff that I ordered from HoobNet.
Then we went to find some Tiddlypeeps to ask them how they found things out.
And I discovered that they found things out by...
Asking lots of questions.
Then Roma sent us a report about how Tiddlypeeps find things out by testing them.
Roma had been testing a Tiddlypeep drink to see if it gave her the hooby hicks.
Do hick off.
We then discovered that Tiddlypeeps find things out by looking them up in books.
And we discovered a very useful book called an encyclopedia.
Hubba Hubba is putting together a Hoobopedia on HoobNet.
So that made us wonder whether Tiddlypeeps look things up on their computers like Hoobs do.
So I went to visit the Tiddlypeeps, and they do look things up on their computers.
I'm trying to find out about Hoobs.
And we Hoobs are here to find out all about Tiddlypeeps. And today we found out that Tiddlypeeps find out in just the same way as Hoobs do. Hoop, hoop, hooray!
Oh, yes, Tiddlypeeps are hooble-dooble-dooper. Oh, and so is that model you've made of me, Groove.
Ah, thanks, Hubba Hubba. I'm going to put it in my soft and squidgy collection.
So, it's thank you to Ivor, Tula, Groove and Roma for giving us all a little peep into the world of peeps. And remember, wherever you are, have a hoobly-groobly day and hooble-toodle-doo!
Hooble-toodle-doo!
Excuse me. Thank you very much.
Where are you going?
I'm going to have a bit of tart.
Oh!
Hubba Hubba's in Hoobland, and Roma's somewhere far away. The motorettes are singing,
We keep the engine spinning.
hoop hoop hooray! The Hoobmobile is coming your way.
Yay!